good sleep is everything. That's why Ollie's science-backed support is made with a blend of melatonin and L-theanine for both kiddos and grown-ups. So when your mind won't switch off, you've got something that can help. Your racing thoughts and restless nights won't stand a chance. Find Ollie Sleep Solutions for the whole family at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
Hi, it's me, Dave, and this is my wife, Kathy.
Hello.
And this is The Cinemile. It's the podcast where we walk home from the movies. We are going to go see the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Brothers, today with our children. There
Huge
is
excitement.
Fierce excitement, I would
Huge
say.
excitement on their end.
Yeah, they've seen, I think the Mario Brothers movie is one of their favourite movies.
Oh, they love it, yeah.
They have watched it, they've got it on DVD. We saw it in the cinema, I think 3 times with them. They love this movie, as does every child on the planet, I think, because it was a massive box office success. We can scroll back in the podcast. We did an episode on it.
Do you know what? I can't even remember what we said about it. Like, that's how it's obliterated from my brain. My only enduring memory of that film was Peaches, which is a banger, and to this day I still sing it.
Yeah.
But other than
I
that,
still think it's very
I don't
first
remember
draft
anything.
Jack Black though.
I mean, he says the word peaches over and over again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It
It just felt like him riffing, as does Steve's Lava Chicken, which is fine.
But it really works, Peaches, and both of our kids are now learning it on the piano. That's how much they love it.
Yeah.
So it's very enduring. Do I have any interest in this film? No, but I love to see the kids excited about the cinema. So we are going there. It's early in the morning. We're going to the first screening. It's thrilling.
And then later we're going to see the drama, which I'm more excited.
Yeah, same. So we're double billing those today. We will be back after we've watched, what's it called? Mario Super Galaxy?
The Super Galaxy Mario Brothers movie.
All right. Okay.
See you in a minute.
See you,
Bye.
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies.
We gotta get everyone out of here. Go, go, go. Mamma mia.
I demand that you release my father.
Over my dead body.
Fine with me.
Hello, we are back, and this is, if it's your first time here at the Cinemile, we will not spoil I don't know how I could spoil this movie.
Sure.
We won't spoil the Super Galaxy movie until, of course, we get to Spoiler Street, which is just down this pipe.
Yeah, we're going to be down there
green pipe up here.
pretty quickly.
Right, Kathy,
right.
Kathy, are you okay?
I'm fine. The real downside of going to a very early morning screening, I realised,
11 a.m.
I couldn't fall asleep. Usually when I'm at like very dull kids films, I will doze off quite happily, but no, I
We
tried.
had coffees.
I
The
tried.
the drinks were actively
know.
forcing us to watch the screen. I felt like the Clockwork Orange guy with the matchsticks in my eyes.
I kept trying to doze off and it just wasn't happening.
No, can I say I figured it out. You
What?
just fall asleep with your eyes open, which is
Yeah.
what happened to me
I
in
mean,
this
that's
movie.
basically
It's
what
called
happened to me.
lucid. I don't know, lucid viewing.
So
Anyway,
top line thoughts. First of all, I will say the kids did not enjoy it as much, even though they said afterwards that they really liked it. I could just tell they weren't as engaged. We went to see Hoppers recently and the cinema was full, as this one pretty much was. Kids were enthralled. There was like a really kind of active reactions from the audience. In this film, there was only really one kind of big reaction piece, and it's when we get baby Mario and Luigi, and that was very cute. And everyone in the screen engaged with that. And otherwise, it was like a bit of a dud in the audience, I'd say. But yeah, the kids said they liked it, but I can just tell they didn't love it. I personally hated it. I found it incredibly dull. I felt like there was loads of different plots happening that never meshed together. The only time I enjoyed it was Baby Mario and Luigi, because like obviously that's cute, and occasionally we'd get glimpses of old like N64 Mario, like the Mario I would have played when I was a kid, and we get glimpses of those kind of graphics, and I enjoy those. But like you're talking
do you mean the old Super Mario Bros. On the
old
Nintendo,
Super Mario,
the NES?
yeah, like really old Nintendo
the like
stuff.
2D graphics, yeah?
Yeah. Like I liked that, but like I said, like a visual.
Just to be clear,
callback.
the Nintendo purists listening are going to freak out because you're saying N64.
Oh, sorry,
which is
okay.
that those graphics do not feature.
Okay, right, whatever. Old Nintendo that I played as a kid, I briefly enjoyed seeing that on screen. I liked Baby and Luigi babies, and other than that, it's like dull as dishwater. It's way worse than the first one, which wasn't even great. And crucially, and I'm sorry, and this is not a spoiler, this is a warning. If you're going into this film thinking that you're getting a Jack Black song, which I did, I spent the whole film going, right, Bowser's going to sing any minute now. Any minute now we'll get a good song. No. We don't even have that, which I think is wild, because the precedent established in the first one is that Bowser's going to play the piano and sing. So we didn't even get that, unless I was having a waking like sleep and missed it.
No, there wasn't one.
Your thoughts?
And I'm really surprised that they missed that opportunity, because they
why?
released that as a single and they made a music video.
Yeah, like why cast
wouldn't
Jack
you?
Black if you're not going to have a song? I don't understand. Right,
Because
Dave, what are you-
lazy, and
what-
that's lazy is the
What are your top line thoughts?
My top line thoughts. I mean, it's hard to talk about this movie because it barely qualifies as a movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, if you describe a movie as a visual form of storytelling, I think this is certainly visual. It is gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful looking film. Yeah, it is so vibrant, and I think the animation is really good. So hats off,
I find it
Mario,
very
hats off
ugly looking.
to the animated. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's sumptuous. I thought it
Wow.
looked really great.
Did someone spike your coffee?
No, that's just what I think. I
Okay.
don't understand how you could say this is ugly. Have you seen ugly animation?
Yeah, I did.
Have you seen the absolute slop that gets released from Eastern European animation studios on an afternoon in the cinema with
Yeah.
some dubbed over thing. Like there's awful
Yeah, that's
looking
fine.
stuff out there.
But
This
I'm not
is-
saying this is low quality. I'm just saying I don't think it looks nice.
Okay, well
Yeah.
we can beg to disagree there.
But would you consider this a story?
No, that's so it's like there's no story, there's no characters going on a journey. There is, I mean, sure, it has some of the basics of that, but it's just like it felt like this movie was just constantly moving and constantly throwing stuff happening for happening's sake. It feels like where they must have started from was probably a room full of ideas on a board. Like, what do people? I think this feels like product, and they would have started
the plot
with
of the game, surely. which I
no,
haven't played.
there's no plot. Well, this is the inherent problem with adapting the Super Mario to the big screen. The games don't have plots.
Right.
The games, I'm sure you're all, now the Nintendo purists are screaming at me because they're like, yes, they do, Dave.
I mean, like, I
Baby
get
Mario
it, like, you
went
rescue
missing
a
in the
princess.
whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, lads. The Mario games don't have plots. They have they give you a very, very loose set of circumstances, and then you go through an increasingly interesting and complex series of beautifully designed gameplay. That's what the joy of the Mario games are. So they're starting with nothing, and what they're doing is they have 40 years of games and iconography and visuals and characters to play with, and they must have just sat in a room and said, what about Baby Mario? What about the Super Nintendo rifle? What about the pink egg monster from Super Mario Bros. 2? And I
What
just
about
feel like they
Yoshi,
just
who
picked,
was a welcome
what
addition?
about Yoshi? And I just feel like they picked a load of things that people recognize from various different things, literally just threw them up on a whiteboard and then said, how do we make all these things work? And the answer is they just happen one after the other.
This film has no
So
protagonist.
there is no...
Like, it's really weird.
No.
It's like, whose story am I following?
Exactly. And they don't do anything. Again, the Mario characters on the video game aren't characters. They're not like, tell me 5 things about Super Mario as a person.
Super
He's a
Mario
plumber.
is deep. He's got a lot going on.
There are no characters to
Yeah.
work with. So you either do Disney and Pixar and you create dimensionalized characters with motivations and present them with a series of challenges that they must overcome, and then finish with them having learnt something or about themselves or taught something to the world. It was, progress. Like you referenced the film Hoppers earlier, which is a film. It's a very good film.
I think we should go to spoilers.
This is just, it just boggles my mind. Now, I think this film is getting slaughtered by critics, and I'm not gonna say like that this film didn't work on me on some level, because it's clearly just sugary eye candy for children with recognizable characters and stuff happening, and it seems to be working. I know you say our kids preferred the first one, but like, I don't think any kid is coming out of this unsatisfied.
No, I
mean,
think the kids in the audience were all happy, but
No.
they themselves don't know that, like, it's giving them no reaction.
Exactly. And
like, they can't compare their cinema experiences.
and this film will be incredibly successful. I guarantee it.
Which
And
I do love to see, because I love the cinema was so busy, like, for an early morning screening. There was so many people there. It's Good Friday, so I was really pleased to see that.
And I'll also say it worked, and like, it's obviously it will hit another audience, which is me, which is the 40-something-year-old person who has grown up with these properties their entire life. I have a lot of Nintendo iconography in my office. I've got the mini NES and the Super. I grew up with Nintendo as a Nintendo kid. I love Super Mario as a character. I have a lot of affection for all these characters.
Well, David, it might surprise you to know that most of us grew up with Super Mario as a character. And even though I don't love
Kathy,
Nintendo,
I'm not gatekeeping this. I'm not saying it's mine
I
and
know,
you
but
gotta
I'm
have
just
it.
saying, like, even I, someone who never played video games really, played Mario as a kid. That does not make this film enjoyable.
No, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Let me finish my point. I'm not saying that makes this film good to that audience. I'm saying I would be lying if I didn't sit there and get the Member Berries nostalgic hit of, oh, it's that thing I know from that thing. And there's some deep cuts in here. So sometimes,
which I didn't get.
And there's somewhere you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I see what they've done there. But that is like just fast food. There is no substance here. There's nothing for me to cling to, for my brain to get engaged with. So it is just a completely horrible and cynical and lazy exercise in, this isn't a movie, it's just content.
And, like, our kids deserve better. Like, it's going to be the big film that probably all kids under the age of 10 will go to. Make it good for them. Like, it doesn't just have to be passable.
Do you remember when...
Make a good film.
Like,
in the 80s and early 90s, we were lucky and privileged to have wonderful kids' films. Like, if you look at the Disney movies from that period, put the same level of effort in here. Like, we have to educate our kids on good cinema, because they are not getting it at the cinema with this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Put, like, write moral stories. Show characters grappling with, like, kids can handle that stuff.
Or just show interesting conversations, or, like, anything. Like, I think we should go to spoilers in this, though, because I would hate to spoil the plot.
Yeah, okay, so you might hear a quick ad and then we're going to go to spoil.
K-pop Demon Hunters Haja Boys breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Okay, so spoilers now for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Kathy, tell me all your favourite bits from the movie.
So, I actually think one of the things this film suffered for was, like, the galaxy thing. Because we established, like, Peach's world last movie, and one of the scenes I really liked in the last movie was when Mario and Peach were kind of, like, doing the video game together. I felt like we lost a lot of the video game elements here because they're so busy trying to show us the galaxy and Bowser's son and all these other worlds. And the world building I thought was very poor. The addition of Peach's sister, she's just the same character again. Like, I know Mario has always suffered from having like basically no female characters. You've got Peaches and you've got Daisy, and like they do nothing. The films had no reason to continue that trend, and yet here they are. We've got Peach and her sister who are the same person. One has stars, one has toads. That's about it.
At least they made her kick-ass. They're both kick-ass.
Sure.
And they don't need to be rescued. I guess is that progress?
But why is everyone else in the film male? Like, I just don't think it's progress. I think it's dull and boring. And all the characters are boring anyway, as we said, so it's not like they've well-rounded male characters and then they don't have well-rounded female characters. The whole concept that she reads books about her sister to the stars makes no sense. It's like, okay, but why not
just go visit her?
Why have you never visited your sister?
I mean, like, I understand.
Like, what's going on
beginning,
here?
At one point, they're like, there was danger and I had to send you away. I'm like,
sure.
Okay. But, like, that was, what age is Peach? It was 30 years ago. Has the danger gone? Is it still there? Is there a reason you cannot go to her? Because at the end of the movie, they're just like, oh, make sure you visit.
Yeah. So
and now we're going to visit all the time.
Constructed as it is, within itself having very little plot.
The movie can't even think through its own inherent logic.
Why is Peach having a birthday party that she, like, what kind of a, like, psychopathic maniac is she that she runs a birthday party that takes up the entire city, but then she
says, I don't like birthday parties.
She sits up on a hill and has the audacity to say, like, is this like a My Super Sweet 16 scenario? Is she horrible? I don't know. Mario's in love with her. Okay, why? She seems to have no interest in him. The only vaguely interesting character that briefly showed up was the kind of like hunky fox maverick character.
Yeah.
Did nothing with him. Complete waste of time.
I want to talk about that in a second.
I just thought everything was a total waste of time and it was so boring and I really wish I'd been able to have an nap.
Okay, that character... That's the best review of it. That character, Fox McCloud, is a big red flag for me because he is a character from another popular Nintendo video game called Star Fox.
I was like, why is he in here?
Exactly, because why is he in here? There is no reason.
Spin off.
Exactly. He adds nothing to this. There is no reason for him here. There is no reason for him to be voiced by Glenn Powell. So what else? What else is there?
They've done a clever voicing Yoshi. So I mean,
I'll come back. Let me come back to that because that's a fun story. But the Glenn Powell Star Fox thing is so. I feel like Illumination and Nintendo are learning all the wrong lessons from our 20-year MCU experiment, where they're now gonna just blitz us with the nostalgia crossover, the NCU, and we're gonna get all these spin-off things. And I'm just like, and I'm really concerned that none of it will be of value or substance
and the
or
disappointing
interesting.
thing is, like, us included who bought all these tickets to it today, like, it will make so much money that, like, they'll just keep making them.
Yeah. And they will.
Anything else you want to talk about before we stop talking
the Donald
about
Glover thing was fun. So I thought Donald Glover as Yoshi is one of my favourite casting choices.
I mean, sure.
It was so random.
I mean,
and
I
had
love
to
Donald
look
Glover,
up.
and Yoshi was, like, possibly my favourite thing in the film.
Yoshi's cute, yeah.
But, like, sure, it didn't matter who voiced Yoshi. Yoshi doesn't say anything.
But I looked it up. I had to know what's going on here, because Yoshi only ever says his own name, Groot style. So Donald Glover saw the first movie with his kids, and instantly phoned up, I don't know, his agent or someone he knew involved in it, and said, "I want to be involved. Get me involved." And they said, "Who do you want to play?" And he said, "Yoshi."
Okay, that is really fun.
And then they were like, that's only like, he only says his own name, and he says, "Perfect, I love Yoshi, I want to do it."
Yeah, because you
so
show up
Donald
for like
Glover
4 minutes of work.
Begs for the role of Yoshi, which I think is the coolest
I love
thing.
that for him. I do love that for him. I mean, I have no problem with the voice acting here, by the way. I do have a huge problem
I think
with...
Chris Pratt is still, I know this has been a whole thing, but God, he's bad as Mario. He is dull as...
It's just boring.
Where's the man who actually was a great voice actor in the Lego movie 10 years ago? He is sleeping through this.
Yeah, he really is. And I've one more complaint to make about the film.
What?
Peach's sister's hair entirely covering one eye.
Yeah.
Why? No one would have their hair do that consistently and forever. Makes no sense.
That's a very common thing to blind yourself in one eye with your own hair, isn't it? Doesn't Leon from Resident Evil do that as well?
We
It's
need
very
to get
cool.
off.
Very
We
cool.
need to
I
go and
love
see
that.
the drama, which I have much higher hopes for. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
That's an absolute big fat no, not recommended from me.
What a terrible waste of time.
If your children want to go and see this film, good luck to them, but I advise whoever's listening not to be the one to bring them.
It was just so hard. I was like
So
looking
boring.
so hard for something to care about in this and to get
At one point
invested
I was just
in.
staring at the exit and like fully not paying attention to, like, a film's in front of me. I've nothing else to look at, and I was like turned away from the screen, like just so bored.
I'll give the movie a backhanded compliment. I'll say I thought the first movie was riddled with terrible needle drops from modern-ish songs. So like Aha's Take on Me, and they'd all these over Mario Kart and all this kind of stuff that for me felt wrong when you're dealing with some of the most iconic music and tunes in history. You've got all that at your disposal, and it's just Illumination Studios can't help, like the Minions movies, just sticking in a needle drop every 5 seconds. And I thought this movie had less of that. There was only that one where Yoshi
I found
was...
the sound very disappointing in this, though. I didn't feel like they used enough of the Mario music, and we'd no Jack Black song.
Yeah,
So
there's
like,
no good score in here.
So
Oh, there was
boring.
one bit I did like. I did like when Bowser Jr. was playing them as Super Mario
That's the bit I was
That was
referencing.
good, yeah,
I
yeah.
loved that bit. Like, more of that.
And I love that they beat Bowser by jumping over him on a bridge and getting rid of the bridge, which is the very OG way of defeating Bowser. So I liked that.
Like, that's
but-
all fun. But anyway, we need to go. If you enjoyed Super Mario Brothers, please tell us why and how. thecinemaile@gmail.com or come over to Instagram @Cinemile. You can come to patreon.com/thecinemaile for all our latest movie and TV reviews. We're talking about Paradise and For All Mankind and retro movies this month. You can now find us on Apple podcast subscriptions as well. So right in your Apple feed, you can listen to all our bonus episodes.
Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 50% off with minimum purchase, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
Stitch Fix. Shopping is hard. Let's talk about it.
I don't have time to shop for clothes.
I have to buy everything in 3 sizes to find one that fits. They know me at the post office. Workout wear is my only wear.
Stitch Fix makes shopping easy. Just show your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. No subscription required, plus free shipping and returns.
Oh, wow. That was easy.
Stitch Fix, online personal styling for everyone. Take your style quiz today at stitchfix.com.